And now the time has come for my top 20 death metal releases of 2021. And I have bought a lot. I think I have bought over 40 death metal releases this year. EPs worth mentioning: Spasticus, Horror, Chaos Death, Autopsy, Death Metal from Italy, Coffin Mulch from Scotland, Septic Funeral, very good death metal, and Mortar Spawn from the Mortuary from England. These are the 3 EPs I picked up that's well worth checking out. But in the death metal realm, we just have 2 tiers. It's either very, very good or excellent. And starting out, we have Carnal Savagery, Fiendish, released by Morband Records. And this is a band from Sweden. This is their second full length, and this is old school Swedish death metal with a modern production. Great stuff. Next up, Chainsword, Blight March. Gods of War Productions released this one, and they are from Poland, and this is their first full length. And this is Bolt Thrower Worship metal with lyrics in the Bolt Thrower vein also. Great stuff. Burial with Inner Gateways to the Slumbering Equilibrium at the Center of Cosmos, released by Everlasting Spew. And this band is from Italy, and this is their first full length, and this is Death Doom, or very doomy death. Very good stuff. Then we have Crypts, Coven of the Dead. This Charming Man Records released this one, and this band is from Germany, and this is their first full length, and this is old school death metal. Very nice. Then we have Crypts of Despair, All Light Swallowed, Transcending Obscurity Records. This band is from Poland, and this is their first full length, and this is blackened death metal, very polished without sounding crap. Very good stuff, especially if you like Behemoth. This is like Behemoth but better. Then we have Gosurar, Morbid Despotic Ritual, released by Rotted Life Records, and this band is from Russia. This is their first full length, and this is old school death metal. Very good. We have Grave Miasma, Abyss of Wrathful Deities, released by Sepulchral Voice Records. And this band is from England, and this is their second full length, and this is slightly blackened old school death metal. Very good stuff. Next we have Grave Carver, Spectral Carnage. This was self-released by the band. They are from Arizona in the US. and this is the debut full length, and this is old school Swedish death metal with a modern production. Excellent stuff. Hellslave from the Sulphur Deaths, released by Pulverized Records. Also old school death metal, old school Swedish death metal, but this time from Italy. Very good stuff. And Exorcist, Evil Reaping Death, Gods of War Productions and Memento Mori released this one, and this band is from Florida in the US, and this is their first full length, and this sounds this is old school death metal in the Altar of Madness way, both in production and sound wise. Very, very good stuff. Massacre Resurgence, released by Nuclear Blast, and Massacre is a legendary band from Florida in the US, and this is their fourth full length, and this is old school death metal, but they have recruited some Swedes, but you can't really tell. It still sounds very Floridian death metal. Excellent stuff. And rounding off the second tier with a very good stuff, this is Psychedelic Realms of Hell by Warflurch, released by Gurgling Gore and Personal Records. And this band is also from Florida in the US. And this is their first full length, and this is quite doomy death metal. Very, very good stuff. Moving on to the top tier, my 8 favorite death metal releases. These are slightly more preferred than the previous ones. And the first up is Necrosros by Asphyx, released by Century Media from the Netherlands. This is the band's 10th full length, and this is old school, slightly doomy death metal. And ATVM, Famine, Putrid and Fucking Endless. This was an independent release from the band themselves, and they are from England, and this is the debut full length, and this is progressive, slightly technical death metal with a very organic sounding production and excellent musicianship. Excellent stuff. Staying in England, we have Celestial Sanctuary, Soul Diminished, released by Redefining Darkness. This is also the band's debut full length, and this is old school death metal with a modern production, but not like the crappy one, but a good modern production. Very nice riffs. And next we have Coffin Creep, Voids, released by Grind to Death Records, and this is a band from Sweden. This is the debut full length, and this is a very doomy death metal, It's quite long. The songs are quite long, but mostly the pace is quite slow, but then they speed up sometimes to make it more interesting. Very good stuff. And this one I haven't shown in a video because I picked it up after my last video. But great stuff. So check out the Coffin Creep Voids.
Layers of skin scratched off of my bed, the blood in my eye must have snapped from this dirt. In a flash of precision I see, in the mirror that disfigured me.
Next up we have Frozen Soul, Crypt of Ice, from Century Media Records. And this band is from Dallas, Texas. The first full length. This is Vault Thrower death metal. Very good, released very early this year, and has been in constant rotation for me. Excellent stuff. Ghastly, Mercurial Passages, released by 20 Buck Spin, and this is a band from Finland. This is a second full length, and this is slightly progressive and atmospheric death metal, but still old school death metal. Very nice riffs, very good. I think this one is much better, not much better, but it's better than their debut. Next we have AOTY-video, Mortifier, released by Temple of Misery Records, and this band is from Quebec, Canada. Third full length. This is filthy autopsy death metal. This one I haven't shown. I picked it up. I got it last week, I think, but it's excellent stuff. The artwork looks like this, and you get inner sheet. All lyrics are in French, but and the record is just on black vinyl. AOTY-video, Mortifier. And the last one in my top 8, as you can, it's an alphabetical order. Necrochaos, Mortal Angels Descent. This was released by Gods of War Productions. This is a very, very impressive one-man band from Germany. He does a lot of noise. The first full length, and this is Incantation death metal. Sounds like a little bit like Dead Congregation, as Incantation, Dead Congregation. Very good. They just slow down sometimes and just crushing. So check out Necrochaos, Mortal Angels Descent. And that was the death metal.